Hey everyone, welcome to a brand new log. I'm gonna put the um I'm having some issues with the download the video and with my channel and I don't know what is going on. I don't know what's going on. Well guys, I wanna tell you what happened. This was what happened 2021, the day when I was flying down to my dad. Um I was thinking to like take a vacation, but when my mom was like saying, she's like, "I need you to just get out for a while, okay?" And I was like, "What? What are you saying?" She's like, "I just want you to just get out, okay?" So she wants me to move out of here. What happened 2021, and I was just so sad. It was I was real. I was a sad person in my whole life. Um, so what happened is, guys, we were been having problems about everything's like me and my mom like we were been having some problems around 2021. After when I find out when I was with my dad, she told me that I was not very happy with her, and she really wants a break. She's like, I really you need to get your own place. I can't do this anymore. So I lost my whole bedroom right here in this bedroom. I lost it when I was gone for almost a month ago. I was terrible. It was terrible, and so when I got to my dad's, I was crying. I was just crying so much. I was just crying and crying and just like she just like it hurt me so much. Guys, I gotta tell you this, it was not very good because it it happened around just I'm trying to get my nail. So what happened is, guys, when I was when I was with my dad, I speak pretty good with the paper I was full, and I woke up about like it was like probably 8. I think it was about 8, 8:30, 8:30 when I woke up. So so what happened is, guys, um, it was not very smart. I would start crying a lot because when she heard my feelings, like I was like I'm not gonna see her again. And I was on the phone with her and I was just crying and I said, Mom, why are you doing this to me? And she's like this, and she said, I need a break from you, okay? I just You need to go to the doctor and find out what's going on with you. Because there's something, and she's like this, and I said, I, I didn't, I didn't know when I was sick. When I got sick, I was, there was, there was one thing when there was one thing when I found out, I'll tell you the day in the video, but after about a couple of months, we, we find out. I went to the doctor, do X-ray, more X-ray, and I got sick when I had to stay in the hospital about 4 to 5 days. I think it was like 3 days, somewhere on there. Three, yeah, somewhere on there. So what happened is, when I got sick and I started throwing up a lot, it was not, like my stomach was hurting me so much. It was hurting so much. So I did a little surgery where they put a shot in my stomach. It went away. Like I didn't feel nothing. After my dad was assaulted, one nurse and the doctor saying that they want to check my and he's saying that we're not allowed to do that. So he's like saying, why not? This is your job. And after about a couple of months ago, I talked to the priest of God, and he saved my life. It went away like a miracle. It was a miracle. So I went back to his house. He was just getting mad and so he was been having just issues, like anger issues, his whole life. He will never would leave me alone. So after a couple of months, he wants to make some changes. And I said, when I caught him on video, and I put that on YouTube, and I told them what he said, and he said, I want you to get rid of your cell phone, your credit cards. You can't have this anymore. And I told him, I said, Dad, I need to call my mom. I wanted to check on her, see how she's doing. And he said, no, you can't afford it. And I said, you know, Dad, someday, if you can't afford your cell phone, and get lost, because it's not gonna happen. And come this, and he's like saying, I said, if you don't find a way, how are you gonna pay your medical insurance? And I said, I have a backup way. I'm like, oh, you do have a backup way? I'm like, yes. I'm like, what's that? I'm like, oh, I have, I'm going to tell them I'm going to put things online, and I'm going to pay $35. And he's like saying, no, you're not. You're not paying $35. You need to pay more. And I said, Dad, back off. Just back off. And he's like, I warn you right now. If I see you don't pay more money, if you don't pay this more money out of your security check, I'm going to be so pissed, and I'm going to take you to court. And I'm like, well, what they're going to do? They're not going to do nothing. They don't care. He's like, oh, I'm going to make them care. And I'm like, well, that's what it does. And I told him, I said, I told him, and I said, it's too late. We make the decide. So come in saying he wants to make a stupid rules. So come is, I was in this room, and I was just watching movies, and I had two parents that helped me to sleep real good. It helped me sleep so much what I can. So come is, he said he thinks I can't turn the TV loud. I can't he wants me to cancel Netflix, and we have a big fight. And he's like saying, you cannot have nothing. Nothing. And I told him, saying, this way, that's not gonna work. And guess what I said to him? I said, if you think I can't have Netflix and then put it in watching in the bedroom, and he's like this, well, we have all these channels. You don't need it. And I said, well, that's bullshit. I said, that's not gonna happen. So I told him, and I said to him, and I said to this to him a million times. I said, no, that's not gonna happen. Come is, I take a little break with Netflix. We have a fight, and then saying, Kim is like my stepmom, and she's saying, I don't want to watch these movies. Like, I don't want to watch my own. Watch his own. And then he comes, he has a real attitude. And I told him, I said, do you please allow me to have Netflix? And he said, like, go ahead. Go ahead. And he said, like, I'm warning you. If I see that, I'm gonna kick you out of my house because I don't want you to pay. Kim is my stepmom yelled the whole freaking house and saying, oh, we can't have this. Oh, we can't have this. Oh, we can't do this. I'm like, oh my freaking God. So he goes off and then saying, so, and guess what? We cooperated with the architects. They wanted to put me back in a group home. And guess what happened is, I called him, and I said, oh, he's trying to put me in a group home. And what happened is, it didn't work out with my dad. And me and my dad, we were fighting very much all day. He don't want to take care of me. I fight my issues. I'll tell you the deal what happened. When I was laying down all day, it came as I was in the bedroom, watching the TV. And I was just watching, I didn't have a problem with Netflix. And he's just complaining about, prices and too much. You can't afford this stuff. So I said, I don't care. You don't like it or not, just. So I watched Netflix pretty much all day. 10 minutes, he ran to the door, saying, "Can you please turn your TV down?" I don't care. I want it down. I want your fans down. I said, fine, go, just go. I was so mad at him. I'm like, oh my god. So come this, it was for Thanksgiving Day. We were having a dinner with me and my mom and Tony. And come this, when I went to the doctor, guys, and I was so scared, I got stage 4. It was a cancer thing. There was a problem, my tumor right around my stomach. It was blocking my tumor. So, I was so scared. I had to walk away with them, and my dad was like, I said, no, Dad, you just leave me alone. He's like, son, I know how it is, okay? I know you're mad at me, okay? Let me tell you something. I will find a way to take care of you. We'll fight this. We'll fight this. Okay? We'll fight this. Your mommy wants to talk to you. And I said, like, I want you to fight this, okay? You can do it. You can do it. Like, okay. He starts yelling at me and starts all this crap. And one time, I didn't get enough sleep. I had to wake up 7 o'clock in the morning. I got appointment that day. I was so tired. It was me, him, and my stepmom. And they stay in the car. So come is, they were charging my medical insurance almost $8,000. And I said, is this a way you could fix this? And they said, no, we can't. And I said, that's what we do. So I set up this program, and I told them, I said, there's a way we can fix this. And my dad is asking me this. He said, you need to stop doing this right now. You're gonna get in trouble. I said, you know that if you don't want to take care of me, I'll do it myself. And like, okay, fine, go ahead. Go ahead, I don't care. I'm like, okay, well thank you. So government, and my mom was she was so scared and she was worried about me. And I stayed in their hotel for like maybe a couple of hours. And we went out for dinner. And then it was days. It was okay, but I didn't eat very much because of pain. So goodness, my dad was making stupid changes. He calls Suzanne and say, I want to take Vivian's name off of the list. And I'm like, what? I said, Dad, you can't do that. I said, no, I can't do this anymore. So I told him, and I said, you know, Dad, you can't do that. The state only wants me to pay the rent, get food, pay the bill, my bills. That's it. They don't care. They don't care. And he's like, that's not going to happen. And I'm like, well, and guess what? You want me to go back home? You don't care? And like, go ahead. I don't care. So commits. He saw it with my mom and saying, oh, he wants to me to get paid on that day on the 29th. My son wants $300, and they don't want to wait. And so we make a lot of changes all day, all long. So come minutes, we talk about this all the time. And guess what I find out, guys? What I find out? The hell? Alright, I gotta fix there's something weird going on. Hold on a second, guys, okay? Hold on. Alright, so come minutes, I was telling my dad, and I said, I'm not gonna take it. So what happened is, we didn't call 5 minutes to our text because they say no, and we make a phone call, and they said, oh, why he can't qualify? And then they said, oh, because the state is paying him off of his dad's security check. He was mad, and he's like, I'm gonna get ready to go to court. And I said, good luck. How are you gonna stop him? So he didn't do it. So what happened is, I call him again after Thanksgiving Day when Mom and Tori went back home, and they said to me, it's him, okay? Don't worry about it with him. Just do your best you can. So commence, he write paper and then the computer. He sent to my mom saying, this is the rules. And she was so bad. She was so mad with my dad. And she said, I don't care about the rules. And like, just send me a text, tell me what to do. He goes off and say, and you know what I did? I turned his paper apart. I deleted his thing, and I just let it go. And he was a crazy person my whole life. So I went to see a movie, and we have a good time. And finally, my sister come down. Was what did she do? She put that. I think it was what, February? Yeah, February. Yeah, February. So commenced, and he was saying, so my sister finally came down to see me. I was so happy that I really need some help. Like your piece, like, take care of this and that. She said, don't worry about it. I'll take care of you. Yeah. And guess what happened? 3 times he starts going off. And so I went to the bedroom. Don't have no TV on. And I said, I think this is not gonna work. So I get so tired and I was a little stressed. I fell asleep about around 9:30, and I started waking up. And so come is, we went to the zoo, and I found out my other sister said we talked about him, and she said to me, I want you need to go back home. Oh, really? She's like, really? Because Dad has been having issues. He's not, he don't never close down. He never takes his pills. It's getting worse right now. I think you need to go home. And like, I'm thinking about it. And it's like, you promise don't tell your, she's like, don't worry, I'll cover you. Don't worry. Don't worry. So, come and in. We have a good time. We went out for dinner. We were just, things were cooling down. And then it was the last day, and sit down and have talk to them. And I told them, I said, I'm sorry I had to say this, but I need a break. My dad's like, that's rude. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And he's like, why? My stepmom said, why? Why? Because I can't do this anymore. So Kim is, and my dad's going off. And he's like, fine, and go ready, go home. Go ready, go home. Just go ready, go home. So I told him, and I said this to him, and said, I didn't tell him, and so I told him, and I said, he was not a real nice father, and he will not take care of me. We were crying and upset, and I started yelling at him. I said, you don't know how to take care of me, because you have this attitude problems. You never, you need to stop doing this. And I said, you're stressing me out. I need to get more sleep. And I said, I need more sleep. He's like, you just don't care. I was like, no, I don't care. So, and guess what he said this? He said he wants me to have nothing to pay, get more money. I didn't qualify, and he wants me to pay $1,000. And I told him, I said, you know, Dad, you want me to get in trouble with the scary? You're gonna have to pay them back. He's like, no, I'm not gonna pay them back. I'm like, well, guess what? Let me take care of the thing, not you. He's like, fine, go back to your mom and get ready to die, because that's stupid. And I said, you know, that maybe I'm not going to come back. And if you don't care, I will never come back. It's like, okay, well, go ahead, I don't care. It's like, okay, I'll do that. I'll do that. So I told him. So we'd be fighting very much the whole day. And so I told him that. And my sister said, she's like, please, you guys stop. Stop fighting. It's over. It's over. Stop. And so it was the last day. I packed up all the stuff. I started baby. And I brought back to, I was just so happy to see my mom. And I fall down because I was pain in my legs, and I fall off. I was just faint. So and I told mom, say, thank you so much to save me, get me out of there.